Okay, so the particular problem that we're going to look at, it says Andrea, who's a dentist, is writing the stems for the data set 36, 34, 56, 63, 11, 17, 80, 18, 22, which represents the ages of her patients during one day. Determine her mistakes and correct it. She says that the stems should be 0, 1, 2, and 3. So let's determine what our stems should be. Then we're going to determine what is our mean, median, mode, and range of the data set. Okay, so we have 36, 34, 56, 63, 11, 17, 80, 18, and 22. So the leaves is typically your ones place. It's the very last place value of the given numbers. And then our stem is going to be our tens place, because every single one of these is a tens value. So we have 30, 30, 50, 60, 10, 10, 80, 10, and 20. So our leaves should be 3, 5, 6, a 1, an 8. I already have a 1. I don't have to redo that stem, and a 2. So the stem should actually be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, you're going to say, but you didn't say that the other stems for 4 and 7 were over here. But you can't skip them. They have to go in numerical order from least to greatest. Now, if you don't use them, you just leave them alone. So this one is 36 and 34. So we're going to do 34 and 36. There is no 1 or 2. Oh, wait, there's a 1 there. And then we haven't done the 2's yet. So we're going to leave those blank until we get there. So I'm going to go through the data set and calculate. So now I have 5s. I only have one stem of 5 and one leaf of 6. So I'm going to do 5 and a 6. Mark it out. Then I have 63. There are no other stems of 6, so this guy's a lonesome dove. So I'm going to do a stem of 6 and a leaf of 3. And then I'm going to mark him out. Now, this guy, and this guy, they all share the same stem, but they all have different leaves. My leaves are 1, 7, and 8 in that order. 1, 7, 8. So I'm going to mark out 11, 17, and 18. Now this guy here has a stem of 8 and a leaf of 0. So stem of 8, leaf of 0. Mark him out. This guy has a stem of 2 and a leaf of 2. So that is 22, stem of 2, leaf of 2. So I have 36, check. 34, check. 63, check. 56, check. I have 11, check. 17, check. 18, check. 80, check. And 22. Now you notice here at the 4 and here at the 7 that there are no leaves. That's because there are no numbers that belong on those stems. So basically these are just there as placeholders. They don't actually count for anything. So she said that her stem should have been 0, 1, 2, and 3, when in reality her stem should have been 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 8. And then 2 blank stems for a 4 and a 7. So make a quick key. If I look at 8 and 0, so 8, line 0, that means that that number is 80. So this is your tens place, and this one over here is your ones place, separated just like that. So now I'm going to do my mean, my median, my mode, and my range. So remember that your mean is your average of the set of data, so you're going to add them all up and divide by the amount of numbers that you added together. The median is the number in the middle when you put the numbers in order from least to greatest. Your mode is the number that appears the most often in your data set, and then your range is the difference between the largest value and the smallest value. So the largest value is always the very last leaf and the very last stem, so our largest number is 80. And then our smallest number is the very first leaf and the very first stem. So the first leaf is 1, first stem is 1, so the smallest number in this data set is 11. So in order to find the range, I'm going to find the difference between these two numbers. So 80 minus 11. I'm going to borrow from the 8, makes this a 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. And 7 minus 1 is 6. So your range is 69. So now we're going to look at the data and see which numbers repeat themselves. So which one is our mode? So we have 11, 17, 18, 22, 34, 36, 56, 63, and 80. There is not a single number that repeats itself. Therefore, there is no mode. Okay, so there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 leaves. So there are 9 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I didn't forget any. So I want the number that's in the middle. So I'm going to mark out a high number, low number, high number, low number, high number, low number, high number, low number. And we land with 34 in the middle. So our median is 34. Remember, if there were 2 numbers in the middle, you would have had to add them together and divide by 2. So now I'm going to find the mean. So I'm going to add all of these numbers together, and then I'm going to divide by 9, because remember that there are 9 leaves or 9 numbers in the data set. So we have 8, 16, 18, 22, 28, 34, 37. So I'm going to put a 7, carry a 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19, 25, 33. So I'm going to do 337, and I'm going to divide that by 9. 9 does not go into 3. 9 goes into 33 3 times, which is 27. Borrow from that, makes that a 13. 13 minus 7 is 6. Bring down the 7. If I want to turn 67 into groups of 9, 67 goes into groups of 9 7 times, which is 63. 7 minus 3 is 4. Add a decimal, bring down a 0. If I have 40, I want to put them into groups of 9. That will go in there 4 times, which is 36, and then I end up with a remainder of 4 again. So because this remainder is consistently staying the same, that means that this is going to be a repeating decimal. So the answer is going to be 37.4. So that is your average. And I'm going to use bar notation to represent a repeating decimal. So 37.4 and 34 are kind of close. They're a little bit far apart, but not too much. And the main reason why is they have that larger little gap there is because of this 80. This 80 is so far away from that 11 that it stretches the data out and it pulls up the average of all of those datas together. So that's how you do mean, median, mode, and range, and create a stem and leaf plot and identify the key.